Happy Monday, it's Crafting Journey, that journey chick on Instagram. It's done, it's finished. The Dormouse, part of the Alice in Wonderland series. This is by Anthony Christo. It was offered by Treasure Studios Arts. It's no longer available. Anthony Christo is no longer signed by Treasure Studios Arts, so you would not be able to get this canvas. So I feel very honored and lucky that I was able to do it. Hopefully, he has signed with Diamond Art Club. Maybe there'll be something similar in the future that you guys can get your hands on. But look how pretty. He's a fantasy artist, and this is the second. I did the Cheshire Cat, and now I have done this one. I have another one called the March Hare, which is a companion piece to this. I probably will not get to that this year. So it's done. Look at the teapot and the cupcakes. Oh my word, look at those cupcakes. They look delicious. His pink bow tie. I didn't put any Aurora Borealis or sparklers, nothing upgraded in here. I just went with what the diamonds that came with this canvas. This was the last of the small, teeny tiny round drills that Treasure Studios Art used to offer. They no longer offer those. They just can't talk. It's Monday. They now just offer regular round drills, 2.5 round drills. Yes, I finished. I'm finished. You know what this means? A lot of time in the Zoom. Yes. Okay. Chit-chatting, you know. The storm came last night. Danielle, I hope you're safe. One of my friends who I know is down there. She was in the thick of it. We're hoping, you know, we know she has no power. We know she had some damage. We know she has a generator, but she doesn't have it on yet. She needed to get out, you know, assess the damage. I hope you're safe, girl. Anyway, got my coffee. I want to kit down while I'm talking to you because I got to kit up another Alice painting here. I'm going to be doing the Alice Van Gogh by Craftably. The name of the artist, I believe, is Jasmine Beckett Griffith, I think. Anyway, I could be wrong on that. I've been wrong from time to time. Now, wait, the reason I'm hesitating, I'm looking for my jar of drills, my Ort jar. Did you know they're called Ort jars? I did not. Where the heck is the thing? I don't know. Hold on. We need to find it. Huh. Oh, God, it's right behind me. Here it is. I have pens in it, and it's actually really, really full. Oh, my word. I don't know if it's going to hold all these. It might. Yeah, it's something that my sister blinged out for me a couple of years ago, gave it to me for Christmas. I save a lot of drills, but these, like I said, these drills are the small rounds. They're not really good for anything, so we're going to get rid of them. Yep. Now, after I pour all these drills in here, I'm going to see like a spot that I missed. I'm like, oh, no. Now, I've gone over the canvas pretty closely. Hopefully, I did not miss any spots. All right. So, did you guys have a great weekend? I did. I worked on this canvas all weekend. I wanted to cross stitch, and I never got to because I said, doggone it, I'm going to get this canvas done. And I did. Yay. Yay. So, it is National Toasted Marshmallow Day. What the heck? You know what? I feel like it's just too hot for that. It's just too hot. But if you're like, you know, this is like the tail end of summer. If you're having like one last camping trip and you just got to bring the marshmallows, you know, put them on the end of a stick, toast them up. They're yummy. the thing of it, what it is you put the marshmallow on the end of the stick, you put it over the open flame, the sugar from the marshmallow catches fire, and you blow it out, and it just creates this round, hopefully not black, but, this brown, crusty, gooey outside of the marshmallow. And some people say it's not hard to make your own marshmallows. I've never done that. I'm going to ask my sister if she knows how to make her own marshmallows. Wouldn't that be yummy? Okay, so we are kitting down. What is your favorite part of working on a diamond painting? Is it kitting up? Is it kitting down? Yeah, I like kitting up. I think that's probably my favorite. Kitting it up. Kitting down, not so much. It's okay when I'm pouring everything into a jar, but when I save the diamonds, then it's a little bit more onerous, tedious. I have this system that I have set up here where I have two very large storage containers of square drills, leftover square drills. So if you ever need any square drills, just let me know. I don't know why I save them all. I think because if I ever get to do a Heaven and Earth design project, if I ever, I've attempted it a couple times before and it was not successful. If I ever do one, I'll have the drills. And I have a couple in my inventory of the Crown Regal. Is it Regal? Crown Royal? Crown Jewel. That's it. Crown Jewel paintings from Heaven and Earth Design. I have a couple of those. I unboxed not long ago. But those do require that you have the drills for it, or that you order the drills. They don't come with drills. So if I ever kit those up, I'll have the drills for those canvases. Most of the drills. I wouldn't have to order many. Oh, bing, bing, bing. Yeah. So let's talk about true crime. What is going on in the true crime world? Well, I have a story for you today. This is a story out of New Zealand. This woman, she's 18 years old. Let me get the information. Now, I did say a new trial starts today, which I will be watching. So tomorrow we're going to start covering a trial. Yay! All right, this is the case of Christy Marceau. She lives in New Zealand. She's 18 years old. She's finished, what we consider high school, and she's now studying to be an event planner in their version of a technical school. She wasn't in college. She worked at a grocery store for a time. She had just recently gotten another job and had left the grocery store. But during their time at a grocery store, she had met a gentleman by the name of Akshay Chant. Akshay Chant? Yeah, Akshay Chant. She wasn't really interested in him, but they were acquaintances. She would talk to him every now and then. She knew him in high school, and she knew him from work. He worked at the same grocery store. I think he was in the meat department, or the deli. So every now and then they would chit chat, and she didn't know a lot about him, but he was just an acquaintance. She wasn't interested in dating him or anything. She just knew him. So she gets a phone call from him one night. He's the same age as her. They're 18. He gets a call from her. She gets a call from him, and he says to her that he's going to kill himself. He's depressed. She left the grocery store. She didn't say goodbye to him. We find out later that as soon as she quit the grocery store, so did he. But she left the grocery store. She didn't say goodbye to him. Now he has crushed up 40 pills, and he is going to take them and end his life. She's like, no. Now he doesn't live far from her, so she races over to his house. she's going to stop him from killing himself. So she races up to his bedroom and she goes in and she's talking to him. And, then he starts to get violent. He's like, you left me, you didn't say goodbye, and she's like, I'm really sorry. And then he's like ordering her to take her clothes off. So she takes her clothes off. He says he's going to rape her, which he never does. And she's like, no, you need help, you need counseling. And he's like, no. And he's very obviously really depressed. And maybe a little psychotic, you think? So he just terrorizes her for like 30 minutes. Eventually, he lets her go. She races home. She's like in her underwear. She races home and calls the police, and he's arrested. Now, he doesn't have any record. He's never been in trouble before, and they think, well, he just needs psychiatric help. But this girl, Chrissy, was terrified of this guy. She's like, no. And she's telling the courts, please don't let him out. They were contemplating, should they give him bail? And she's like, please don't give him bail. I'm so afraid of him. And their family was getting ready to move from New Zealand to Australia. But it wasn't time yet. The father was still working out a contract, and when it was done, they were going to move. So, and she's telling courts, I'm scared to death of him. Please don't let him out of bail. And his defense attorneys are like, this guy has no record. He's not a threat to anybody anymore. He's on medication now for his depression. And so the judge, she's a little skeptical. She's like, I don't know if I want to release this guy. There's drills in the container that I'm trying to get out here. They don't know if they're going to release this guy. She's like, I'm just not comfortable with this. So she orders some more testing, psychological testing. So he has the testing, and he writes to the court that, he's very sorry that he did that, and, it'll never happen again, and how remorseful he is. And so Chrissy writes to the court, and she's like, please do not let this guy out on bail. And this goes on for quite some time. So now it's like a month, maybe a month and a half before the trial. They charged him with kidnapping, assault. So it's like a month and a half away from the trial. So they decide, okay, you know what we're going to do? They wanted to remand him to the custody, let him out on bail, but he'd have to stay in a mental hospital. But he didn't meet the criteria for the mental hospital. So the judge says, okay, we're going to let him out as long as he lives at home with his mother and family. So he's like, okay, living at home with mom and the family. Well, so one morning, Chrissy's mother, she's in the kitchen. She's tooling around in the kitchen, and it's like 7:30 in the morning. And she hears a knock on the door. Now, it's not unusual to hear a knock on the door at 7:30 in the morning, because Chrissy did a lot of online ordering, and she would get her packages delivered at that time of day. So her name was Teresa. Chrissy's mother's name was Teresa. She goes to open the door, and there's a guy that's standing there, and she doesn't recognize him at first, but then realizes, oh my God, this is Akshay Chand. What are you doing here? He's like, I want to see Chrissy. She's like, you're not supposed to be here. I'm calling the police. So she turns around. She goes to call the police. Meanwhile, Chrissy's like, oh, hey, Mom, what's going on? She walks into the room, sees Akshay, turns around to run. He runs after her. He's got a knife. Yep. He starts stabbing her. She falls to the ground. He continues to stab her. She passes away. He kills her. So, and what happened was, they had let him out. They let him go to live with the mom. The police knew that he was a danger to this family, that they only lived a short distance apart. They had checked on him 28 out of 36 days. They had checked to make sure. And every time they checked, he was where he was supposed to be. And he knew this. He was calculating, you know, he was very calculating. So he knew the police were checking on him. So he was just biding his time. And a few days before this thing is supposed to go to trial, he goes over, he gets out of the house, he goes over and he kills her. So now he's charged with this horrendous murder. Now the doctors are, you know, is he insane? Is he not insane? You know, both sides have him examined by psychiatrists, well-known psychiatrists, and they, to the prosecution's surprise, because they think, you know, maybe he planned this thing. He's not insane. He planned this. It was well thought out. Well, the prosecution's psychiatrist comes back and says, no, he is insane. He is off his rocker. So they were kind of surprised by this. So now they have no choice. They can't take him to trial. He's clinically insane. So he is sentenced to, he's sentenced on the assault from before, and he can't he can't face trial on the murder because he's criminally insane. So they put him in one of these places for the criminally insane that have committed crimes, where he served out the rest of his days. Such a sad case. Sad case. As it turns out, the prosecutor in the underlying assault case never told, because the judges changed, and the new judge was not aware of the proximity of the where this guy lived that close to this woman. He was not aware of that, and the prosecution didn't make him aware of that because they didn't think he was interested. They said they weren't interested. He wasn't interested in anything we had to say, so we didn't tell him. And it might have changed his mind. I don't know. Anyway, that's the crime story for today. Tomorrow I will have a trial for you. Yes, crimes do occur in other countries. Strange crimes. Yeah. Okay. What day in history is it? Well, on this day in history, JFK in 1963. Now, this is after the Bay of Pigs. You know, we are on like the brink of a war with Russia. He decides it's probably a good idea. How do I have drills everywhere? Oh my God, I have drills everywhere. This is a great way to drill drills, right? We're going to lick our finger. We're going to pick up the drills. Look at that. Works like a charm. Everybody knows that trick, but nobody will show it on camera. I just did. Because it's kind of gross. But yeah, it picks up the drills. And now your finger continues to be a little tacky from the licking, and you're able to pick up the rest of them. I don't know how I spilled so many. I guess when I did the little box turn over there. So in 1963, this was finally, they established a phone line directly from the Oval Office to the Kremlin, so that JFK, if he needed to, so there wouldn't be any miscommunications that would get us into a war, he would, here's what I'm doing, guys. I have these little dryer things that get rid of the static, so I'm picking them out because I don't need to save those. So now we have a phone line that the president, now they have designated it strictly for emergencies, but in an emergency you can pick up this phone line, or the president can pick up this phone line and call the Kremlin directly, only in case of an emergency, and just to prevent miscommunication or miscalculation on anything. You know, they're going, before we go to war with anybody, we're going to pick up the phone and have a phone call. Well, thank God. Cooler heads have prevailed, because, yeah, how about a phone call? So yes, that didn't happen until 1963. This was done to reduce the risk of war happening by accident or miscalculation. Yay, somebody's thinking up there. All right. Thank goodness. They can't just call them up and say like, hey, have you done any judo lately? You know, no, they don't. Yes, the head of Russia, he does judo like my son. I've always found that fascinating. Yeah. So did y'all purchase anything from Diamond Art Club? Did you, I have extended my no-buy. It's going on for an additional week because I did not go to the gym last week. So I completed my, we didn't get the planner out. Oh my gosh, I'm all discombobulated here. You know why? Because last night I took some cold medicine. I had the sniffles, I was sneezing, I couldn't stop. It's probably allergies. There was something in the air, it was overcast here. But I decided I'm gonna take this cold medicine. So I like shut the door. I did not let the cats were apparently banging on the door. I didn't open it. I slept till 7:30. So I feel a little groggy today. Where was I going with all this? Okay, so I forgot to do the planner at the beginning of the show. Anyway, we're gonna do the planner. So last night I prepared my planner for this week. Yes, look. Oh my goodness, all these pages. So this is this week's planner. Yes, I've used some Animal Crossing stickers here. I have it, you know, all ready to write in for the week. So my social media, dinner, you know, what national day is it? It's Toasted Marshmallow Day. We're going to write that in. Toasted Marshmallow. I can't spell. And then over here, we're going to say 1963 phone line to the Kremlin. Yep. This morning I released a Diamond Art Club unboxing. It's called Cabin with a View, or the cabin with something like that. Something about a cabin and a view. Take a look at my Diamond Art Club unboxing. So we did a DAC unboxing that went live this morning at 7:30. Okay, so well, I think we're having leftovers for dinner tonight. So let's go back to last week. I've got drills everywhere. Drills everywhere. We're gonna go back to last week. I like to take these things out. I have these little Post-its if I need it. And then I have a divider that I'll put for this week. But I just want to check off Saturday, Sunday. I did not buy anything craft related. And I put no gym. Oh, how do you do like an opposite of a smiley face? Oh, yeah, frown. Anyway, I didn't. Oh my gosh. Yesterday was Crafting with Christy's birthday. Happy birthday, Christy. I don't know if I said that. I did a live yesterday. So, all right. So we're going to go back to this week. All right. All right. Labor Day is next Monday. That means I have the day off. Oh, yay. All right. So I'm going to put the divider back in. Tonight is Planner Monday. If you watch Crystal's Crafty Creations, check that out. She is going to show you this week how to do a planner on a budget. If you can't afford all this happy planner, expensive stuff, and stickers and stuff, she's going to show you how to do a planner on a budget. I'm enjoying this. I really am, because it's kind of keeping me on track. I haven't played Animal Crossing in a couple of weeks. I probably have weeds all over my island. Yeah. So, all right. So that we've updated that for the week. We are ready for the week. And what I did was on Wednesday, you'll see all of this stuff going on Wednesday, because that, I'm trying to make it a little celebratory, because I'm doing That Darn Hat. We call it That Darn Hat. But what it is I'm going to be finish up the hat that I'm loom knitting. So that's for this Wednesday. And then I put a little journal sticker here. You can't see it, it's too far away, but trust me, it's a journal sticker. Because this is Planner Monday. This is the day that we all run over to Crystal's Crafty Creations and we all check out each other's planners from last month and for the month coming up. This planner that I have is a happy planner. It is the dashboard type of a planner, where you can make lists of things. Because what it is that, let me get you to a blank page. On one side, you can do lists of different things, and on the other side, it has the days of the week, and you can put in things that you did on individual days or that you're planned to do on individual days. I don't do enough planning ahead of time, but I do try to record stuff that I've done in the past so that next year I can take a look at this and remember what I've done. So that is this truth, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story. Yep. All right, let's finish these drills. Did you guys have any finishes? Yeah, tell me about them. Again, I'm so sorry for those people in New Orleans that they've had to go through this again, but I think this time they were much more prepared. I think they're like, no, the hurricane's not going to get the best of us this time, and a lot of people evacuated, which is a good thing. So this is the day that I work from home. So as soon as this is over, I will be getting out my work computer and working from home. I have a couple projects that I need to work on today because, it's the end of the month, so I've got to do them. Oh, now let me take there's a bunch of drills, and sometimes what I'll do if I've got a stray drill is I'll just flick it into the container. So at the end of a project, I'll end up with a bunch of drills in the bottom of the container. So we're just going to put those in here. There we go. These Harbor Freight containers, if you live in the US, I know they're not available in other countries. They're about $6 at Harbor Freight. It's a company that sells tools. Yeah. I actually have one like down the block. Oh, that's the other thing I got to do today. I have to go to the post office. I really do need to get to the post office. So now I'll have 2 boxes that I have available to kit up the next Alice painting. I've already got kitted up the Monster Mash. Oh my God, who's excited for that? That starts September 15th. So we got a couple weeks before that starts. Yep. All right, guys, that is the show for today. It was a little brief. I do apologize. I'm still like a little hungover from that cold medicine from last night. I need a new jar. This is quite full. Or maybe I just need to put this stuff somewhere else. I don't know. It's really full. All of these drills. Do you know how many drills? First of all, I would never count them because that's just way too many. But there's got to be, millions in this drawer. Got my flavored coffee today. I don't remember what flavor. What flavor was it? I don't remember. But it's flavored coffee. Decaf. I have to do decaf. What is that spot on the screen there? What is that? Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, I don't know what it is. It's over there. Oh, it's a doorknob. Oh my God. It's a doorknob. You guys are thinking, Rebecca's place is haunted. All right, guys, I got to let you go. Bye, everybody. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. We will have a trial. I'm going to be able to go over closing arguments. Opening arguments. Opening arguments, tell you what it's about. Anyway, I got to go. Got to go to work. Love you all. Bye.